My friends, we've come home.
That's right, we're doing a Canon build of the Refit Constitution class, or the U.S.S. Enterprise as seen from the motion picture, all the way to Search for Spock, and the Enterprise A from the end of Voyage Home to the Undiscovered Country. So, yeah. Let's just have a quick pan around and look at details, and then we'll get into the build. So, I'm not sure if we've seen these on screen, but there's a escape pod scattered all across the hull. And also, phaser emitter that may not have been seen too well on screen. So that's cool. Also, she shines very nicely in the light. And also we get to see the... I don't know if these are called running lights, but yeah, those are also shown very nicely. And the model itself is pretty good. So at warp, usually the inner grills would glow and they would stay black or deactivated in regular space, so that's nice. But in Star Trek Online, unfortunately, they do not glow while at warp. But that's alright. You're spending most of the time in normal space anyway, and that's pretty accurate. Alright, let's jump into the build. So, screen accurate weapons being the pulse phaser beam arrays, and I have a full set of 6. We see her firing red torpedoes and sometimes orange, so I'm using regular photon torpedoes. This is the soul defense set that I use regularly for my 10th DPS build, and a temporal defense initiative overcharged warp core for trajectory jump because I like that power, and also she has, and it gives her a pretty good warp speed. Obfuscation screen for stats. The ominous device, which comes with this ship, which is it scares opponents away, basically. And we see it activates the carbamite maneuver. Trilithium D for survivability. These 3 consoles for boosting phaser damage. And vulnerability locator phasers for boosting phaser damage as well as critical chance. So as for traits, I'm using emergency weapon cycle for emergency power to weapons, which I have 2 of. Entwined tactical matrices for torpedo spread and fire at will. Honor dead for survivability. Plot armor for survivability, and best diplomat, which comes with the T6 trait unlock for mastery on this ship, which gives bonus damage to beam overload and fire at will. And with that, I'm using an engineering heavy skill set to have high subsystem power for that trait. As for bridge officer traits, we got, oh no, not this one. We have K-13 Survivor, which gives us some stat boosts. We have Julian Bashir with Leadership and Space Warfare Specialist. Sulu with Leadership. Uhura with Leadership and Tactician. And Scotty with Techie and, oh, not Teamwork. Techie and, yeah, just Techie. Alright, so there's also an extra console that came with the T2 version of this ship, which helps with detecting cloaked ships and shoots the emission-seeking torpedo we see in Undiscovered Country. But this console is not very useful in general. Maybe in PvP, but there's way better things to use to detect cloaked ships, so I opted not to use that. And as I said in my previous video, on Canon builds, I will only be using abilities that she would have on screen. So that would be just the Ominous Device and Domino. Although it's not on screen, it's useful in general for damage boosting. It's not that much of a flashy ability, unlike Weaponized Helical Torsion and Approaching Agony, which you can actually see. So I will not be using those two. Obfuscation Screen I won't be using either, but I will have to be using Bridge Officer abilities, otherwise I would not fare so well in combat. So unfortunately, the Refit Constitution does not have a unique bridge or a matching bridge. Neither is there any bridge for movie-era Trek ships, Starfleet ships, so that's a bit unfortunate. The developers have said they will not make a bridge just for the sake of making one. It would have to appear in an episode or an event or something. So, if an episode that does not feature a movie-era ship, a movie-era bridge ever gets made, we'll probably never get. So that's a bit unfortunate, but that's the reality we have to live with. But in Star Trek Beyond, we noticed that bridges are modular, so you could use the headcanon that any bridge you want to fit, that are available to fit into the bridge module can be viable. So yeah, I'm using the Origin bridge, which comes standard with all Federation ships, like, as the first choice. So, and plus it looks pretty good. But I will not be showing that in this video. We'll just do the combat demonstration and the video there. Alright, so for combat demonstration, we're going back to Argala, because, well, there's a lot of ships and a lot of things to shoot. So let's go! Ah, crap. Sorry, guys. I accidentally activated Approaching Agony.
You have entered an... You're now my... Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if they're...
Let's make sure I don't make that mistake again, so let's throw these away and I'll just put them back when I play regularly. Alright, let's go!
Keep concentrating fire on it. We will not
Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell to be notified of future videos. That helps me quite a lot, and it's free, so why not? And also, I have a Patreon now, link in the description if you want to support me that way. Yeah, so see you guys next time. Bye!